In a dusty town where oak trees grow and old porch creaks, it's seen my lows. A cracked frame holds your smile so sweet, stares down the lane where we'd meet. The wind whispers through the hollow pane, your scarf still hangs, but not the same. These gravel roads under fiery skies, I roam alone with tear-stained eyes. Every sunset drags your shadow wide. In the cracked frame, watch me leave you reside. Ooh, in the dust and rain, love deceives. By that cracked frame, watch me leave. The willow wept, I heard it sigh as I saddled up, no last goodbye. Our cabin stands on the bending trail, its door still swings, your letters pale. Where have you gone, my prairie rose, lost to the wind that only knows? These gravel roads under fiery skies, I roam alone with tear-stained eyes. Every sunset drags your shadow wide. In the cracked frame, watch me leave you reside. Ooh, in the dust and rain, love deceives. By that cracked frame, watch me leave. Now the rivers run, but they don't speak of the love we had, now just a creek. I pass the oak, touch the scarred old bar, find my heart there in the dark. These gravel roads under fading stars, I've walked too far to heal these scars. Every moonrise paints your face in dreams. In the cracked frame, watch me leave, love it seems. Ooh, with the morning dew, I agree. By that cracked frame, forever watch me leave. So let the winds tell tales of a cowboy's creed. By that cracked frame, where my heart still bleeds. Stood in the back of the chapel pews, wore my cleanest boots, old Sunday blues. You walked the aisle in satin white, while I hid pain behind polite. Your mama smiled, your daddy cried. The preacher spoke of groom and bride, and I just sipped my flask real slow, trying not to let my sorrow show. She married someone else today, and I just smiled and walked away. No toast, no tears, no loud regret, just memories I can't forget. I let her go like a man should do, but Lord knows I still bled through. I clapped my hands, I wished her well, while dying quietly in my shell. Danced once back in 22, under fairground lights and sky so blue. She said forever, I said too, but sometimes always don't pull through. Now he holds the hand I used to kiss, and she wears pride, not cowardice. Guess he gave what I could not, a little piece, a better shot. She married someone else today, and I just stood too proud to stay. I drove off slow with the windows down, let my heart ache fill this town. She was my flame, she chose the rain, and I'm just learning to love the pain. So if you ask, I'll never tell. She married someone else. They threw rice and I threw smiles, but deep inside I ran for miles. She married someone else today, and I still feel her drift away. But I won't beg, I won't complain, just raise my glass to love's remains. Let her believe I'm doing fine, even if I'm breaking line by line. She's gone for good, and I can't dwell, 'cause she married someone else. And I stood there like hell.
Out there where the oak trees mark the boundaries of our past, I found that old saddle, weathered leather, shadows cast. Beneath a sky that stretched as wide as a lonely heart can stand, I trace these gravel roads, soft echoes of your hand. Oh, that saddle left behind, like my heart upon these plains. Each stitch and scar, a story of sunsets and rains. Now I ride the dusty trails where your laughter once had flowed, with a saddle left behind and the love it once had stowed. This town's a whisper now, where your scarf danced in the breeze. Porch is empty, curtains still, no more secrets to appease. Fields where we once ran, now just wildflowers bending low. Every petal a soft reminder of what I had to let go. Saddle left behind, like my heart upon these plains. Each stitch and scar, a story of sunsets and of rains. Now I ride the dusty trails where your laughter once had flowed, with a saddle left behind and the love it once had stowed. In the quiet of the night, stars bear witness to my sighs. Old ghosts in the wind and the truth that never dies. I'm a shadow in this twilight, just a silhouette unrefined, holding tight to memories like that old saddle I find. Yes, that saddle left behind in the dust of dreams decayed, a monument to moments and the price that love has paid. I ride alone neath timeless skies, where my weary heart resides, with a saddle left behind and your ghost by my side. Oh, a saddle left behind and your ghost by my side.
In the chill of dawn where the oak tree shadows lay, my boots tread silent on the frost beneath the sky so gray. Their cold morning stood still by the creek that used to sing, with her scarf tied to the branch, whispering winds of spring. Oh, cold morning, you've frozen time in this hollow heart where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. The cabin now empty where once love's fire burned bright, only cinders remain under the pale moonlight. Those gravel roads we wandered, faded trails long untrod, each step away from you, a silent prayer to God. Oh, cold morning, you've frozen time in this hollow heart where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. I've worn this old saddle, seen many a town, but your memory's the anchor that forever weighs me down. Underneath the vast sky I am but a whisper, clutching at the breeze, the shadow of your whisper. Oh, cold morning, your ghost in the wind I chase, a heart bound to the past, a soul lost in its trace. With each setting sun as the cold shadows fall, I'm a man of many trails, but for you I'd forsake them all. In the shadow of the mesa where the cedar trees grow, found a rusty locket in the dust, a memory aglow. Inside a faded picture, your smile gentle and kind, beneath the old oak by the creek where our names were intertwined. Oh, my heart wears away this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. In the silence of the starlit plains, I feel you still, but you're just a ghost in the breeze, a whispering thrill. Years have rolled like thunder through canyons deep and wide. The trail we walked is overgrown, the river's changed its tide. Your scarf still lies upon my saddle, faded red turned brown, and that porch where we once danced is just splinters falling down. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. Loneliness settles with the dust wherever I ride. You're a memory fading in
always by my side. Sometimes a breaking heart finds peace in the echoes of a song, and sometimes it's the quiet roads where old ghosts belong. I've learned that love is like the leaves that drift away and fall, but what hurts the most is what you have to leave, not what you recall. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every sunset spills your colors on this heart of mine. And if I'm destined to roam these lands, a shadow lost in flight, I'll carry you like a whispered prayer into the night. Just a cowboy with his memories, singing to the stars above, holding on to a rusty locket and the last traces of love.
Out by the old Copeland farm, the oak trees still whisper your name, where we carved our hearts so wild and free. Now nothing out there looks the same. Found that old saddle by the creek, the rain had washed it halfway away, like the tears that stole your sweet smile from me on that storm-torn, fateful day. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadows, with a saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. I walked past the shuttered cabin doors, where your laughter filled the golden air. Now only silence greets me there, as if the world knows what I bear. Came upon that scarf you loved, caught on a bramble, frayed and torn, just like the promises we made on the porch where forever was sworn. Yes, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadows, with a saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. So here I stand where the creek bends low, toss your scarf to the wind, soft sigh. Guess it's time to let old memories fly, just like that eagle we watched in July. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both set to go. I'll follow these trails of dust and shadows, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll never outgrow. Forever a wanderer, a shadow in the fray, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll always know.
In the shadow of the oak where wild daisies lie, I first saw her 'neath that vast frontier sky.
Her laughter danced with the breeze so free. In that old ghost town, she left her mark on me. Her eyes, they lingered on a sunset's gold, fleeting as a whisper, but in my soul they hold a scarf of crimson tangled in the sage, bound my heart to hers in an unspoken cage. Her eyes linger in the twilight's weep, echoes of goodbyes too heavy to keep. In every dusty trail and every storm that breaks, her gaze a haunting promise that never forsakes. Years rode by, the cabins fell to decay, and the gravel roads slowly faded away, but her scarf still hangs on that lonely porch swing, a testament to love and its perennial sting. The rains came down on the plains, so harsh, so wild, each drop a memory of the love we compiled. But the oak tree stands staunch against the wind's howl. Underneath, I'm just a ghost of what once was a lone fowl. Her eyes linger in the twilight's weep, echoes of goodbyes too heavy to keep. In every dusty trail and every storm that breaks, her gaze a haunting promise that never forsakes. Now I'll roam these lands with her ghost by my side, a love lost to the winds, but in my heart she'll abide. An old saddle, an empty trail, the places we've been, in the silence of the desert, her spirit I glean. Her eyes linger like the last light on the ridge, a remnant of a dream from a long fallen bridge. And as the stars blanket the night with their glow, I hold on to the past, the only love I'll ever know. Her eyes linger and oh, how they still gleam in the quiet of the night, in the depths of my dream. Her eyes linger in the twilight's weep, echoes of goodbyes too heavy to keep. In every dusty trail and every storm that breaks, her gaze a haunting promise that never forsakes.
In the whispers of the prairie wind, by the creek where the willows sway, there's a cabin aged by sun and sin, where a shadow washed away. The old oak, its roots deep as secrets, scars she left faded to gray. On the porch echoes a duet of two hearts that dared to stray. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's face in the clouds I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. Gravel roads we walked in laughter, now just trails of dust and dismay. storms came in silence after, like the rains, he too wouldn't stay. Saddle worn from journeys ended, loved hands no more held in sway. And lone nights, no stars descended, only dreams where night bleeds today. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's face in the clouds I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where shadow washed away. So I roam this land, a ghost among the oak and ash, a whisper on the wind, a flicker in the embers flash. What's lost is not just him, but the echo of my name in the canyons of my heart, where he alone remains. So here's my soul beneath the endless skies that say a cowboy's lonesome tune, where old love's frayed. Every sunset's crimson cry, a testament I sway to the love in that lone place where his shadow washed away. Where his shadow washed away.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, lies a scarf she left, faded now, weather thin. Underneath that old porch light, where moss still dance and swing, there's a whisper amongst the shattered glass, where we dreamed of spring. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked. As the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past, these shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. Old cabin stands, but the laughter's gone. The door swings lone and slow. Gravel roads where the marks we made, now overgrown, they barely show. That saddle rests untouched, dust settles where the light gets in. Each piece a fragment of the days before the world grew thin. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked. As the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past, these shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. By the riverside, the willows weep, the stones remember names. Every trail leads back to her, each step retraces flames. Maybe on some rain-soaked night I'll meet her shadow at the gate, and in her silent company find peace with what I couldn't change. So listen close beneath the stars, where wild winds never rest, to the shattered glass whispers of a love once confessed. In the quiet town's embrace, or the wildland's endless quest, her memories a melody in a worn-out cowboy zest. Yes, these shattered glass whispers bleed in the heart they never left.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the breath of the prairie song, found an old locket, rusted and worn, whispered secrets of love sworn. By the creek where we used to roam, in a quiet town that we called home, your laughter danced on the summer air, your scarlet scarf left hanging there. Locket shut the door on the past so sweet, locked inside where our memories meet, riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The wind's a harsh reminder in the fading light of your smile that's gone into the night. Years rolled by like a storm swift past, the wildlands changed, so did the grass. Old porches creak beneath time's heavy hand, in empty cabins where we made our stand. The saddle's worn like the heart I bear, paths overgrown yet I feel you there. The rain falls soft on the dusty ground, in the silence after you're nowhere found. Locket shut the door on dreams once lived, in the heart of a wanderer endlessly adrift, riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The dusk a cold blanket or the twilight side of your voice that's faded into the sky. Down the gravel road under the sunset's burn, a lesson in each turn of how to love then learn. An empty echo in the box where once a fire burned bright, now just the twilight and the softening of night. Lock it, shut the door on the love I can't restore, whispers in the wind say I'll see you once more. Riding through these memories alone, echoes of a love forever my own. With every sunset swallowed by the night, I find peace in the starlight, holding on to your light. Out where the oak tree shadows lay like hands of time, and gravel roads whisper beneath the weight of warm boots, there's an old porch where we'd watch the purple sky unwind, while the evening star listened to our quiet, tender truths. Beneath that sky, your scarf danced with the prairie wind, and every guts was a verse of love sung soft and slow. Your laughter mingled with the rustle of the grass pinned in my mind, where only dusty trails of memory go. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin, I feel the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Now the oak's grown tall, shadows stretching longer, since the day you packed your dreams in that old leather bag. The town's too quiet and the nights feel even longer, each star a reminder of what we had and what I lacked. Empty saddle, empty heart, on trails of solitude I ride,
with your scarf now faded, still keeping the cold at bay. Yet in every whispered breeze I hear you by my side, a haunting serenade that never truly fades away. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin I face the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Was it the call of the wild or the fear of the tame that tore from my arms the love I knew by name? With every dawn I rise to find not just the land, but my heart's been left behind. Whiskey waits, and I reckon it will always wait. Every bottle's a reminder of the cost of fate. Here 'neath the endless sky I roam, drifting like the river, forever calling your name my home, as the wind plays our lost love song, as the wind plays our lost love song.
On the back roads where the oak trees guard the secrets, where our names were etched in bark now blurred by years, there's a whisper in the wind like mournful lyrics, spun by dust and sunset wrapped in old frontiers. An empty cabin holds the laughter we left hanging. Faded curtains dance to tunes of yesterday. Every gravel path we walk now seems so straining, since the winds of time have blown your sin away. Back road whispers calling through the twilight. My heart rides every trail we used to roam, with the loneliness of stars in the deep night. Those silent roads forever now my home. The porch still creaks under my worn out boots tread. Remnants of the rain like tears the wood is caught. This saddle here where once your scarf had laid its head now just holds the weight of dreams that time forgot. A town that once thrummed with our laughter now just echoes. Rooms filled with the ghosts of your tender fleeting touch. In the solitude of dawn my heart still reckons with the emptiness no new love can unclutch. Back road whispers calling through the twilight. My heart rides every trail we used to roam, with the loneliness of stars in the deep night. Those silent roads forever now my home. So I'll saddle up though the north wind feels much colder, ride the shadow trails where our memories lay thick. Each hoofbeat drums a beat upon my shoulder of every whispered promise we couldn't stick. Back road whispers now my soul companions, echoes of a love that's drifting like the foam beneath the vast unyielding starlit canyons. I ride the whispering roads forever home. They say in time even cowboys burdens, but on these back road whispers I roam alone.
On the edge of the mesa, under the old oak shade, where we carved our names in the bark a lifetime ago it seems. Those summers rolled like thunder beneath skies white and gray, and your laughter mingled with the wind across the wild sage dreams. Now the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost, the shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a love that couldn't last, on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and hearts turn to rust. Years drifted by like leaves down a slow winding stream. Your scarf still hangs on the porch swing, faded and worn. The cabin stands empty, a relic of our vanished dream, where silence speaks in volumes, and I'm left here forlorn. Yes, the wind left behind, whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost, the shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a scarf you once cast, on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and memories just rust. In the quiet of the twilight, where the gravel roads, I found solace in the sorrow, in the pain of learning to let go. But these lands hold your echo in the whispering ferns, and I wander ever searching for the peace the wind won't show. Still the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass, as I walk these lonely roads, under fading stars aloft. Maybe love's just a shadow in the dust meant not to last, but I'll carry you forever in the quiet winds I've crossed. As the last light fades and the trail grows cold and undefined, I'll keep listening for you in the wind left behind. In the shadow of the old oak's arms, where the river sings and the valley charms, she danced a silhouette against setting suns, a memory forged where the wild creek runs. Her laugh, a breeze through the chapel pines, her kiss, sweet as the summer winds on the porch, where the creaking swing still sighs, whispering tales neath the stormy sky. Oh, grave closed her eyes, left me dreaming alone, with the ghost of her whisper and the echo of her moan. Underneath the starlit canvas, where the lonely coyotes cry, shadow waiting for the day when shadows die. But the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, the trails we walked are overgrown and old. Rain taps on the rooftops like forgotten tales, lost in the thunder of the lonesome gales. A scarf she left still smells a wild rose, faded by the sun, frayed by the blows. Time it steals the brightest flame away, left me with the dusk, took the day. Oh, grave closed her eyes, left me dreaming alone, with a ghost of her whisper and the echo of her moan. Underneath the starlit canvas where the lonely coyotes cry, I'm just a shadow waiting for the day when shadows die. By the old oak tree I carved her name in the heart-shaped nook, still looks the same, as if the oak sage skin and its deep dark eyes hold the secret to where the true heart lies. Yes, grave closed her eyes, now I roam dusk to dawn, a cowboy with his heart, but all his chances gone. With each dusty sunset and each trail that fades away, she's the whisper in the valley where I'll lay down someday. Oh, grave closed her eyes, and I've been dreaming ever since, in the quiet of the ghost towns by the fence. But love, like the river, finds its way despite the lies, in the lands where even shadows dare to rise.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wildflowers hide, I first saw her smile in the springtime light. By the old fence line, where our worlds entwine, underneath that endless cobalt sky. Oh, the fence tied down by the edge of that quiet town bears the weight of the love we found. Now just whispers in the wind, scattered like the leaves the fence tied down, and my heart on my sleeve. Years have tumbled like the stones on the creek. She's gone with the wind, like the words I can't speak. The old porch swings alone, the dust settles slow. Where laughter once lived, now the silences grow. Oh, the fence tied down by the trails now overgrown holds the echoes of the dreams we'd sown. Lost like the sunset's last golden gleam, the fence tied down in my broken dream. On a gravel road I wander with my soul bare, each step away from her, the fade of the flare. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, her scarf in my pocket where my tears come to rest. Yes, the fence tied down beneath the weeping willow's frown marks a love that I can't disown. Like the rain on the saddle,
I ride through my pain, the fence tied down. Love's remains in the rain, and the sunset burns, but not as much as my return to that old fence line where my heart still yearns in the whispering wind. She's the melody I hear, the fence tied down, and my reasons they're still clear. The dust may settle, my love, never will.
Out by the willow where the creek used to sing, I carved our names in the bark of an old oak tree. The sun dipped low like it knew we had dreams. Now it's just shadows and whispers and a cool evening breeze. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Gravel roads echo where your laughter once flowed, an empty saddle and our dreams now foreclosed. Rain taps like fingers on a lonely window pane, whispering secrets of a love that waned. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Beneath the vast prairie sky, I reckon time's a thief in a ceaseless ride. But every star up there is a story we told, burning bright but old, growing cold. Memory drifts and I'm left here to stand with nothing but your shadow slipping through my hand. Those fading trails, they still call my name, but darling, without you it just ain't the same. Yes, memory drifts and I reckon it's time to ride into that sunset where our old love still shines.
In the town of Rye, beneath the old oak shade, I first saw her smile as the daylight began to fade. The wind whispers secrets like old friends in the dark, her laughter a melody stark against the lark. The porch creaks softly under our weathered boots, sharing tales and whiskey, roots tangled in pursuit. Sundown painted her face in hues of gold and red. In that quiet town, my restless heart was led. Oh, rice stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, her scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rice stays, but her love had to go. Years have turned like pages, the oak now stands alone. Gravel roads less traveled, reclaimed by overgrown. Her scarf a faded memory, in the dust it lies. The cabin empty, safe from my silent cries. The rains came and washed away the tracks we made, leaving only echoes of the promises we laid. Now the sunsets bleed into a horizon unmet, in the heart of Rye, where my regrets are kept. Oh, Rye stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, her scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rice stays, but her love had to go. So here I wander, her shadow in the fading light, an old cowboy singing to the stars each night, holding on to a ghost in the dance of the past, wondering if memories are all that will last. Yes, rice days, where my heart beats slow, in the whispers of the pines, where the lost things go. The sun dips low, the night claims the sky, a cowboy alone, with his reasons why. She's a part of the land, a part of the woe. Rice stays in my soul, but I had to let her go. In the shade of an old oak tree, where the wildflowers used to smile at me, we carved our names, young and free, on that bark where no one else could see. The sun dipped low through leaves that spilled on a dusty road to a dream we'd build. Your scarf had danced on the southern breeze, while we swore our love 'neath the whispering leaves. But now the oak tree stands so still, in the silent grasp of the cold hills. Well, your scarf's gone with the winds that chill, and I'm just a shadow, lonesome and still. The years rolled by like thundering trains. Love's sweet summer turned to autumn rains. That old porch swing, it sways alone, singing creeks in a tune of its own. The cabin's empty, the fire's died down, gravel roads lost beneath weeds overgrown, where once your laughter filled the air, now just echoes of despair. But still the oak tree stands so still, guarding old dreams that the night can't kill. Your scarf's lost in a past that chills, and I'm just a shadow, lonesome and still. in the quiet look of a fading smile. But every sunset that paints the sky is just another goodbye. Yes, the oak tree stands profoundly still under heavens that time can't fill. Your scarf of memory faded and frilled, and I'm forever a cowboy, lonesome but will ride these trails quiet and shrill, where the oak tree stood and stands still. In the shadow of the oak tree by the river bend, I carved our names inside a heart so bold. The sun kissed the earth on that dusty gravel end, where your laughter mingled with tales I told. Long ride carved on my old worn saddle, memories like scars upon my soul. Every creek and trail, your absent shadow, in this lonesome heart an endless toll. The porch still creaks where we dance 'neath starlit skies, not just echoes in a cabin cold and bare. The scarf you left now faded under western cries, with the wind that whispers through the silent air. Long ride carved on my old worn saddle, memories like scars upon my soul. Every creek and trail, your absent shadow, in this lonesome heart an endless toll. Rain falls like tears on the old window pane, each drop a moment, a whisper of your name. The trails grow over, but my heart won't change. In the dust of the plains, love remains, love remains. Quiet towns under skies so blue, forever etched the life we once knew, carved deep in the land, carved deep in me too. Sometimes a man's just a whisper in the wind, feeling everything, letting go, yet holding within.
Past the ridge where the
old oak stands. I found her scarf caught on gnarled hands in that silent place. Our laughter echoes through empty cabins and fading meadows, where once the wildflowers dared to grow, now lies a blanket of untouched snow. Oh, the storm turned cold in the heart of night, leaving me lonesome at first morning light. Every whispered breeze across the barren plains sings a sorrowful tune, where only her memory remains. We'd ride through town, dust kicking 'neath hooves, two shadows merged at the fall of dusk. But time, like a thief, rode silently from view, stole her smile and a warmth I once knew. Now the porch swings alone, the gravel road untread by the ghost of a love and the words we left unsaid. Oh, the storm turned cold in the heart of night, leaving me lonesome at first morning light. Every whispered breeze across the barren plains sings a sorrowful tune, where only her memory remains. Underneath the starlit canvas, I whisper to the skies, searching for forgiveness in the moon's unblinking eyes. For not the miles I've wandered, nor the stars above could ever erase the traces of that lost, forsaken love. Oh, the storm turned cold, and I'm still here, holding on to shadows, wishing she were near. Wind's a solemn partner in the dance of the forlorn, carrying my heartbreak like a cowboy worn and torn. In the chill of the silence where our dreams once danced,